Greetings, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am the Moon Mama, and welcome to our Master Nodal class. The nodes are moving through Virgo and Pisces. The South Node is in Virgo, and the North Node is in Pisces. This is an 18-month transit. We are about maybe a month in. So, because it started with the Sun in Capricorn, and now the Sun is in Aquarius. So today the moon is in Taurus. And how y'all doing today? Welcome everyone. Welcome beautiful people. And so I am doing my morning ritual where I honor the energy because this nodal transit is the opportunity for us to do deep transformational work within ourselves in simple, practical, accessible ways. The things that I teach are deeply transformative, but they are simple, practical, and accessible. And you don't have to do everything. Do what works for you. Take what works and leave the rest. But I promise you, if you work this energy for the next 18 months or for this entire time, you will have significant changes in your life. And the reason why is because the moon rules our inner world. The South Node in Virgo is about perfecting oneself, about becoming better, about growing and evolving. And the North Node in Pisces is about activating your imagination. And this world is nothing but a big blank page based upon your imagination. So if you can clean up your old reality, your old mindset, your old way of being, you can then also at the same time birth a new way of being from doing these very practical, easy steps. You don't have to do rituals every morning. Like I know that it takes a minute to get the momentum going, right? So we've been doing this about a month now, and it's a it's a gradual process, right? So when you plant a seed in the ground and you're going to grow something, a tree, right? Maybe you plant the seed and the tree might not really sprout for 2 or 3 years. But the seed is being planted. So that's what you're doing. I know we live in a very microwave now culture and society, but if you want something that's lasting, it's not going to be fast. It's going to be a gentle, slow, gradual process that will be lasting, right? So once that tree blossoms and it starts producing fruit, it might not really blossom for a few years, but by the time when it does, every year you can count on fruit. So that's what we're doing. We're building a strong foundation right now for ourselves. And we're doing it while the sun is in Aquarius and the moon is in Taurus. Now, the moon, you all, always reflects the light of the sun. The moon has no light of its own. Which the science of this shit just blows my mind because the moon is so luminous, right? Because it illumines the night light. And if you think about it, the sun is also lighting the night, y'all. That shit is so dope. So this is essence. This is incense, and it's an earth essence. So because for Taurus, the moon in Taurus is earth. So I'm burning an earth incense to honor the power of grounding, the power of nurturing, because it's the earth that nurtures us. It's the earth that feeds us. We're made of earth. When we die, we're going back to the earth. So I'm honoring that. I'm paying homage to it. I'm like, I see you. I know I'm not shit without you. Okay. I know that if you weren't here providing for me, I would not exist. And not only is that true, but I am one with you. This is how I relate to the energy. The earth and me are one. My body is earth. Your body is earth. We're all earth. So the color for today is green. So here I have on my green, and the plants are green. I'm burning an orange candle because it's a Wednesday and today is Mercury's day. And when Mercury is on board, I honor it because Mercury governs our mind. So I'm honoring both energies today. Um, Today I'm having magnolia tea, and I really want to talk to you all about the astrology. Now, here's the thing that's important. Oh, that's leaking somehow. One of the things that's really important about the Taurus energy, God, I'm making a mess. The Taurus energy is about our feelings, it's about our value, right? So, as we have the sun in Aquarius, let me get myself a seat. As we have the sun in Aquarius, Aquarius is the energy of our future. Aquarius is your future self. And one of the things that is really significant is, you know, you existed in your grandmother's womb. So you have always been an idea in the mind of God because as a you were in your so let me how does it go? Women are born with all of their eggs that are going to become people, children. And when your grandmother was little, she had the egg of your mother. And then when your mother was little, was born, she already was born with the egg of you already in you, right? So you have always been an idea in the mind of God because it's a lineage, right? If you think of it like the river and how a river flows, that's how lineage flows. It's already programmed out. So you are not a mistake, is my point. You, who you are, everything about you is a part of something greater. And the future was planned when you were in your great grandmother's womb as somebody. The future was already planned. And Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is what is coming, right? It's coming down the pipeline. It's not here yet, but it's coming. Next week is not here yet, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is not here yet, but it's coming. You were that also. You were always coming. You were always destined to be here. You are not a mistake. And so that is the energy of Aquarius. Now, whatever is coming through you is coming, right? So if you are a young person and you're going to have children, those children are already coming. They're already planned. They're already and I'm not saying that we don't have choice, but the choice was made before we got here. We made the choice before we got here. We made it already, right? So now the work is to get clear about what choice did you make? What choice did you make? What did you make? What did you choose to do? What future did you choose to be the occupant of? Who did you choose to, what are you choosing to bring through? Now with the moon in Taurus, Taurus is about our self-esteem and how we feel about ourselves. And it truly is feeling. It really is so simple. It's about feeling right now. Close your eyes and breathe and ask, how do I feel? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel chaotic? Do you feel fearful? Do you feel open-hearted? Do you feel excited? Do you feel terrified? How do you feel? This is the energy of Taurus. Now you mix this with the future. Whatever you're feeling is coming into existence because the sun is in Aquarius. So Aquarius is bringing the future. And everything is based on feeling here and mind, right? So whatever you're feeling will influence what you're thinking, and then that will be your future. It's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. And the reason I do all these rituals and practices and all that, so that I can reprogram myself so that I don't reproduce the past, because that is what we do. If you understand the experience of the monarch butterfly, right? The monarch butterfly is in Canada and it begins to migrate. Millions of them begin to migrate. One year we had 1 billion butterflies in LA, in Los Angeles. It was an incredible thing. But every year we have this migration, and the butterfly comes from Canada, and then it lays eggs, like say, in the northern part of the United States. It lays eggs. Those eggs become caterpillars. The butterflies that laid the eggs die. After it lays the eggs, it dies. Those eggs become caterpillars. Those caterpillars hatch, they eat, they take in, they eat, and then they become a cocoon and they become a butterfly. And they take the same root that the butterfly that laid them died. But the butterfly that died doesn't teach them the root, it's programmed in them. The route that they're going to take from Canada to Mexico is programmed in their DNA. You are programmed in your DNA, and you're programmed by your ancestors to repeat the codes and patterns of your ancestors. And unless you deliberately reprogram yourself, you will repeat the program. And this is why we do the rituals and the practices to reprogram ourselves so that we do not repeat the program. We are living through an era shift. We are living through a time when we are going from one age to a new age. So we need to upgrade our codes. That is why I am here. That is why I do this every day. So we can fucking upgrade our codes, or we will be doomed to repeat the same bullshit over and over again. Do you hear me? Are you with me? Do you understand what we are doing? And all you need to do is pay attention to what's going on inside of you. That's all you need to do. Now, it is the most difficult thing to do. To pay attention to what's going on inside of you is the hardest thing you might ever do, unless you're naturally introverted. I talk to clients every day now who are filled with anger and fear and confusion because of what's going on the planet, what's going on in the country. Turn the shit off. Turn it off and pay attention to what's going on inside of you, because that is all you have control over. But you likely have neglected it through conditioning all of your life. So it is the most challenging thing to change your attention, change the channel of your attention. Change the channel of your attention, and you will have a completely different experience. But you must change the channel of your attention, because you are repeating the old codes, the old behaviors, the old ways of being. And the mind, which is ruled by Mercury, can only repeat the past or fear the future. That's it. The mind can only repeat the past or feel the future on its own. And that's the importance of Venus, your feelings. But if you have not activated your power over your emotions and not able to direct the river, right? Like, so when something happens for me and I feel myself about to go into insanity, like, oh, somebody did something to me, I will come into my body, into center, with breath, with something, with exercise, and redirect my mind, redirect my feelings into a truer possibility that actually has me winning and feeling good. I imagine a new reality. I imagine a new experience. I allow myself to feel a new experience. And when I do that, I send a signal to the consciousness of all, God, which is in here and out there. And then I create a new holographic, because this is all a hologram, y'all. That's what energy is. The energy is projecting and creating a hologram. This motherfucker looks real as fuck, but it is not real. The only thing that's real is the energy. And how I was able to help myself really see that and get it is because I studied history, and I would hear all these stories about wars and George Washington and the founding fathers and all that sort of stuff. And I was just like, oh, these are agreements. We just all agreed to, these are the founding fathers and this is what they created, and we're going to continue in these creations. It's all based in memory and programming. And the minute somebody changes it and says, I'm changing the channel, you will have a different experience. And so, for those of us who are watching the world right now, if you want to create that world in your reality, keep watching it. Keep watching it. Because here's the thing, President Trump is just creating chaos. He is a chaos creator. He is here to destroy the old system. And so the system is fighting for its life, y'all. The system is what has kept Black people oppressed, right? The system is because we have agreed upon it. We have been conditioned into it. And now here comes this man who is yanking the system down by not funding these programs and not putting people who would keep the status quo going in these positions of authority. He's literally demolishing the system as we have known it. And I don't know, I don't care what his intentions are. All I care about is what am I going to do? Because the universe will honor my individual power if I'm moving from integrity and love with myself. So, because we're moving into the age of Aquarius. So, the age of Aquarius means that everybody's in their own inner individual field. You're in your own universe. You think you're with somebody else. You could be sitting next to this. You could be sitting next to somebody, and y'all are in two different frequencies. So we got to understand how reality works in order to activate our power so that we can work with reality in the way that we're meant to. So, Venus rules Taurus, and the moon is in Taurus, and the moon is reflecting the light of the sun. And Venus, Taurus is about your feelings, your self esteem. So, how do you feel? Just literally, it's so simple. I know I talk a lot, I say a lot because I feel like I got to explain everything and I like it. But how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel tension? Do you feel sad? Do you feel happy? Do you feel open? Do you feel contracted? Do you feel restricted? Do you feel angry? How do you feel? And there are things to do if you understand how you feel. So if you feel anger, do work with your liver. And the sound for the liver with anger is shh, literally to release the anger. You feel bubbly, right? Then open up your heart. Your bubbliness is your heart energy is work, right? So if you be with your feelings, these simple things are deeply transformative. They seem like nothing, right? So how do I feel? And then what do I need based upon what I'm feeling? And you be with the question sincerely. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I know for me, I often just need silence. Like I often just need to come into like deep intimacy with myself with no words. That's what Taurus is. I need to really feel safe with myself, connected to myself. It changes everything. So, how do you feel? And if you can connect to the feeling, understand that your feeling right now is creating your future. Why? Because the sun is in Aquarius. So, if the feeling you have is something you want to create in the future, then honor it. But if the feeling you have is not something you want to create in the future, honor it, thank it, and open to a new possibility. And give yourself what you need to get yourself in another vibration. Play some music. Yesterday I made myself some tacos. Oh, it was so good because I started eating beef again recently, you all. It's not the easiest thing for me to do, but I love it. And I made me some tacos, and I had one of my family members had a birthday party last night, Cynthia. And let me tell y'all, one of the things about living in LA, I'm born and raised here. So I'm always adjacent to celebrity, is what I'll say. And so I have had some really interesting experiences around being invited to things where celebrities are going to be performing, but they're not, they're just there performing. You know what I mean? It's not like a concert or anything like that. One time, many years ago, I was invited to Magic Johnson's wife's birthday party, Cookie. And I don't know them, but you know, somebody was going and then I got to go. And Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown were there, drunk, singing and fighting on the stage. It was the best shit I've ever seen in my life. I literally was there like, I cannot believe that I am here witnessing this. Like they were fighting and you know, she was being a bitch and they were so drunk. It was profound. It was one of the things that I when I'm feeling bad about myself, I'm like, do you remember that time that you were at Cookie Johnson's birthday party and Whitney and Bobby were having a fight on the stage? And I just am like, okay, get it. So last night was kind of like this too. It wasn't Whitney and Bobby though, of course, because they have. So last night, my Cynthia Bass had a birthday party, and she is my son's Lala, like his grandmother. And um, Brenda Lee Egger was there, who sings. They're all old time singers. They all have been around forever. And then none other than Marilyn McCool and Billy Davis Jr. come in, literally. And they sing, "This is the dawning of an age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius, Aquarius." Literally, they sang it last night. We were in a room with 60 people. Okay, it was 60 people. And so um you know, but this is Taurus, this is music. Like, do the thing that will make you feel good. Do what makes you feel good. Music is a way to capture our energy. Food, dance, sensuality, sex, you know, like do what feels good in your body. Do what will get you into another frequency. And your ability to learn to change your own channel, you must learn to change your own channel. No one can be responsible. You don't need anybody to stop being any fucking thing in order for you to be who you're meant to be. You don't need anybody to be different or to change for you to be who you're meant to be. You have dominion and power over your life, over your energy, over your power. And that is what it's up. So take responsibility for it and understand that the choices you are making are creating your future. While the sun is in Aquarius, y'all, while the sun is in Aquarius, we are building a future. And you are creating the foundation of your future based upon how you feel. Based upon how you feel. So, you know, you might do tapping, you know, humming, anything to really get yourself into an energy that feels good, that really feels good. So, with that, I'm the Moon Mama. If you guys need any support, you can go and book your coaching sessions at healwithmoonmama.com. Remember, this is our master nodal class. This class will be going on until June of 2026. I've been here every day for the past month. I'd imagine I will not be here every day all the time, but this is good for me. Like, I need to talk about it, because if I don't talk about it, it just is in my head, and it's like a ping pong ball just going boop, boop, boop. So when I come and talk about it and share it, it really helps me. So if you guys need support, please don't hesitate to reach out. And yeah, so if you have any questions, if you need the Amazon list, because there are tools that we are using for the rituals and to heal the body, because Virgo is about healing the body. So whatever it is I can do to support you, I am here for that. And if I can't support you, I can point you to someone else who can support you, because I have access. I have access to people who are deeply devoted to their transformation, their healing, and I can support you in getting where you want to be. And if not me, somebody else can. All right. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I realize that the consistency helps. It's like a building block. Like every day we build a little bit. And if there are ever days where I'm not here, get yourself a moon app. Get an app where you can understand the flow of the moon. So if I'm ever not here, you can go find out where the moon is. Thank you for everything you said. Thank you. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Let me tell y'all, last night, literally, the universe has been kissing me on the lips, like French kisses lately. And every day something happens where I'm like, is this happening? You know what I mean? I'm like, am I in a room with Marilyn McCool and Billy Davis Jr. singing? This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius right now. They are 80 years old singing. Marilyn McCool was like, she was throwing it back. I was like, this is my life because I create my life through devotion and ritual. And my reality comes out of my imagination. That's right. The Pisces, I create it out of my imagination, y'all. While the North Node is in Pisces, imagine what you desire. Imagine it. See it in your mind. Just feel it, right? Like wherever you want to be, just feel it and see it and be like, yes, 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 yes. And let go of all this stuff. Like we don't give a fuck about Beyonce winning the Grammy. The Grammys are over. Like that is a institution that is complete. They need Beyonce to keep them alive. They need beyond the Grammys needs Beyonce to keep them relevant. And we don't need that. We don't need to give our power, our love, our creativity to systems that have been denying us for generations. And when they begin to suffocate and die because they've been denying progress, then we're going to go and give them our energy and say that no, use your energy for you. Use your energy for what? Let's create something new. Let's see a new possibility. That is what we're up to. That is what we're up to. All right, you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.